Hi everybody, this is Anna Smith, broker owner of Blumar Realty. Today I want to talk to those sellers who are thinking about putting their house on the market. Well, let me tell you that it is a great time to actually put your property up for sale. You might be thinking, yeah, right, she's smoking something, she doesn't know what she's talking about, she haven't heard the news, haven't she? Well, I have, but I have also seen what is happening in the market, in the real world, with the statistics that we get from the multiple listing services. Now, those are real numbers, and let me tell you why it's a great time for you to put your house on the market today. Well, in the market, in the multiple listing services, which is the MLS, we have several statuses for the properties. One is active, one is pending, which means that the active means that it's up for sale, right? It's open up for everybody. The pending means that it's already under contract. But there is one in particular. It's called temporarily off the market. What does that mean? That means that, let's say Bob had his property up for sale last month. And then he calls me, he says, Anna, I don't want anybody to come to my house because I'm afraid of what's going on, right? So a lot of people did that. And I'm sure that a lot of people have that fear. So I'll come in and I said, sure, Bob. Now, please keep in mind that I cannot promote your property for sale if you close the doors to buyers. So that's pretty much what it is. So the property cannot be shown and the property cannot be marketed. So that is called temporarily off the market. It's still in the MLS, but cannot be shown to anybody. So for those properties, there is the numbers are very, very particular. So I'm going to read them to you. So in January, we had, and I'm talking about only Pinellas County here in Florida. In January, we only had 35 properties with their doors closed. In February, we only had 31. In March, after all this stuff with the coronavirus came about, it jumped to 251 properties that closed the doors to buyers. So that means that they're put on hold. They don't want anybody to come into their homes, cannot be marketed, and cannot be open to anybody to be seen. In April, so far up until yesterday, April 14th, we had 143 properties that closed their doors for the buyers. So that is very interesting. And why is it interesting to you if you're thinking about selling your house? Well, it is interesting because your competition closed their doors and they're not being shown. So what does that mean? Let's say that out of 5 properties that were in your subdivision, 3 of them closed their doors, and now there is only 2 properties that are going against you if you are thinking of selling your property. So your competition got cut almost in half, so per se, right? So that is why it's one of the good reasons for you to sell your property or to put it in the market today. Another really good reason is if you were like Bob that doesn't want anybody to come in and show the property, you can still have it active in the market, with the exception of how you're going to show the property to the prospective buyers. Now, if today, let's say that you are Kathy and you have your property on the market, and then you call your realtor, let's say John the realtor, and you say, hey John, I want to keep looking, or I want to keep showing my property to the prospective buyers. What can we do? Well, let me tell you that the Stellar MLS, which is the company that provides us with the multiple listing services, they are allowing us to put a virtual tour on the public remarks. What does that mean? It means that, let's say that you go into the internet and then you find a property for sale. The description where it says, oh, look at this beautiful house, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms with a pool, blah, 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 all that stuff. Before, we were not allowed to put any links to anything in there. Well, the state came in and said, listen, we have to do something about this. They cannot be showing these properties. So how about if we allowed the realtors to put a link in that description that is open to the public and let them have a video of the property. So my advice to you, if you have your property for sale today, is talk to your realtor. Have them come in with a super duper uber videographer and then do an amazing video of your property. That way it can be put in the description, and that will absolutely drive the bejeebers out of buyers towards your property. Another thing is, if you are thinking of doing that, make sure that the realtor that you will talk to, hopefully me, that will have the option and will be willing to do a video, a really super amazing video of your entire property that can be shown to the buyers. So that's the second option. And then you don't even have to even have people coming into the house to actually see the house and put yourself and your family in jeopardy of anything. And then another thing that I want to talk to you, the last statistics that I want to tell you, is that the price per square footage. A lot of people are asking me, are prices dropping? Are we gonna have a crash like tomorrow? Or things like that. Well, we're not gonna have a crash tomorrow. We're not gonna have a crash next month. I don't have a crystal ball to tell you what's gonna happen in the future. Probably prices will slow down a little bit and sales are going to slow down a little bit, but we're not going to have a crash like the one that we had back in 08 and 09 and that really set area or era. So the prices per square foot back in January, and this is in general, this is all residential properties. In January we had prices an average of $193 per square foot. In February was $199 per square foot, which was the same thing in February, in March. And in April, it's $197. So we're still in the same line. The average hasn't dropped, hasn't gone up, hasn't gone down. So we're still pretty level off with the price, average price per square foot in Pinellas County for a residential property. Another thing that is very interesting that you may want to think about is the amount of properties that are coming to the market for sale, which is your competition. So the new listings in January, we had 2,492 properties that came in new to the market. In February, we had 2,366. In March, we had 2,417. Remember, these are new properties coming into the market. In April so far, up until April 14th, we have only had 630 properties that came in new to the market. Once again, your competition is not coming into the market. So if you're thinking of selling today, this is a great time. So think about that, because you have almost no competition at all. Also, here's another one for you. And I'm going to put these graphs at the end so you can actually see what's happening. This is for the total active listings in Pinellas County. And this is only for residential. I do commercial, but I'm not talking about commercial today. This is only for residential. So we're talking about the single family homes, the condos, the villas, the townhomes, the duplexes, the triplexes. So those properties that are considered to be residential, this is all average in Pinellas County only. They didn't want to pull any other counties because they didn't want to overwhelm you. So the total properties for sale in Pinellas County in January, we had 5,048 properties for sale. In February, we had 4,927. In March, we had 5,014. And in April, 4,719. That was just up until the mid-April, April 14th. So the total amount of properties that are on the market today is still pretty level. In April, it has dropped down a little bit. We're down to 4,700 from 5,000. So about 300 less than the norm, let's say. So once again, these are pretty good statistics. These are the real numbers for Pinellas County. So don't be afraid. If you are thinking of selling your property today, give us a call. Let us show you what we can do for you. And let me show you the real numbers, which is completely different from what the media is saying. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions, give us a call, contact us, and don't forget to go to our page, give us a like, and I'll see you guys soon. Take a look at those graphs. See you later. Bye.